to my colleagues, I wasn't trying to cause annoyance here earlier, and there was a lot of scope given, and we had a committee stage here just after 7 o'clock that would have facilitated it. But the reality is that I have an older man in long-term nursing home care who's watching that camera there at the moment, who is in a desperate, desperate financial situation because an amendment that we brought forward and all of us campaigned for here for over a decade to ensure that family farms would not be included over infinity in terms of the payment of long-term nursing home under the long-term nursing home scheme would be addressed. And it was addressed. And the legislation clearly stated that a relative that took over the operation of the farm would allow for a 3-year cap in relation to the calculation of the capital asset value of that farm. The difficulty is that that was not the way it was interpreted by the HSE. Unless they were an immediate relative, the HSE excluded them. Minister, I have a constituent of yours who is a first cousin once removed who has been excluded from this. His 93-year-old first cousin cannot get into long-term nursing home care because of this barrier at the moment. I have a second individual who has exhausted all of their savings, and a young family now is paying for the operation of the nursing home scheme for that particular family, putting a noose around the neck of a young family, which was never the intention of this legislation. And Minister, sadly what you're proposing here is a restriction in relation to what is in the law as it is currently drafted. But the difficulty has been the HSE were not prepared to interpret it as such. And we really need to see this issue addressed.
Now we're going to have to stick to the